of all, YouTube and Twitch. Did you miss me? You know what I'm saying? But what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Jake Willie Silly, man. A.K.A. Mr. Take It Easy for you end up like VZ. But make sure y'all follow my Instagram and Twitch in the description down below. Everything you know about your boy Jay is in the description down below. And I know you're looking at me too. That boy Jay finna say it. They ain't believe in me, but God did. You know what I mean? But nah, though, man. 400 and how many, you know what I'm saying? How many subscribers my second channel got? I need some jackasses to tell me in the comment section so I should know. You know what I mean? But, bro, we almost at 500 subscribers, bro. You know what I mean? 500 subscribers, man. Hey, man, I'm telling y'all that I ain't gonna do it. All right, y'all, I ain't gonna do it. Hold on, man. I almost burst into. Hold on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I had to compose myself right quick. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we just gonna start the video right quick. You know what I mean? We got the mini videos. The cam dude said 412, and then I got other people saying 418. So Cam, bro, I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. Don't troll me, man. You know what I'm saying? No cap. You're a mod, so I hold you above the rest of these jackasses. You know what I'm saying? These jackasses that's not mods, I don't hold them accountable. They're jackasses. But when it comes to you, I hold you accountable. You are highlighted. You will be highlighted. You will be held responsible for everything that you do. Everything that you say and everything that you do, you will be held accountable. You know what I'm saying? You better be picture perfect. You feel me? You hear what I'm saying, Cam? You look me in my eyes when I'm saying? You got a job, so you better do it right, or you're going to end up just like 5-star. You know what I mean? But yeah, the many victims of Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. Oh my God, just speaking of Lamar Jackson, overrated. Overrated. Lamar Jackson pisses me off. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, Lamar Jackson, bro, I hate that he even be in the conversation. I'm gonna keep it G with you. Like, Lamar Jackson, his game, bro, I just do not like it. His game, he's always gonna be limited. You know what I'm saying? He's never gonna progress. He's never gonna be a Patrick Mahomes. He's never gonna be a Jalen Hurts. He's never gonna be that. You know what I mean? Jalen Hurts I just lifted up Jalen Hurts, bro. On my list, Jalen Hurts is the second best QB to be in the league right now, even though I'm Smeagol's K. You know what I mean? But Jalen Hurts getting that ring, and matter of fact, getting that ring, I think he won Super Bowl MVP as well. Jalen Hurts getting that ring shot him above Lamar Jackson. I don't want to hear Lamar Jackson is better than Jalen Hurts anymore. Because I promise you, in this video, the many victims of Patrick Mahomes, I promise you Lamar Jackson's going to be in here. But you know somebody who ain't going to be here? Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts done something that Lamar can't do.
Mahomes is without a doubt the best.
Lamar, what? Bro, you talking about, so you rather take an MVP over a Super Bowl MVP? You know what I'm saying? You rather, like, what? Lamar Jackson better than Jalen Hurts? Are you serious? Lamar Jackson is better than Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is the reason why the Smeagol's even won. Jalen Hurts has a ring. How can you compare Lamar Jackson to Jalen Hurts when Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts did something that Lamar Jackson has not done? Two things. He's made it to the Super Bowl and he won the ring. How the freak can you say he's not a better passer than Jalen Hurts? The only thing that nigga can do, he's a runner, he's a track star, but that nigga can only get so far. You know that song right there? That's the perfect description of Lamar Jackson. He's a runner, he's a track star, but that nigga can only get so far. He can only get so far.
Quarterback in the NFL right now. And usually in sports, when someone is the best at a certain position, they're gonna have victims.
That's what I'm saying. Lamar, this nigga's the reason why the Ravens lost. If it wasn't for Lamar Jackson, bro, if it wasn't for Lamar Jackson, sorry old first half, niggas always trying to blame Mark Andrews. But if it wasn't for this nigga's sorry first half, they would have never been in that position in the first place. I told y'all that nigga was gonna be in the video.
Patrick Mahomes is without a doubt the best quarterback in the NFL right now. And usually in sports, when someone is the best at a certain position, they're going to have victims. Not criminal victims, but players that can't seem to beat them consistently or just keep getting their dreams time and time again. by that
Josh Allen better than Lamar Jackson.
Today, that player is Patrick Mahomes, and we're covering the main guys that can't seem to figure him out and win.
Josh Allen better than Lamar Jackson.
What is it about that kind of matchup that you really like? What is it about competing against him that you really like?
I don't like competing against him at all.
I know you don't.
Let's start off today.
I know you don't,
action
because that's actually a QB.
Lamar Jackson in the Baltimore Ravens. You're probably sitting here thinking, how in the world is this unanimous MVP from 2019 a victim of Patrick Mahomes? Well, let's start in week 3 of the 2019 season and see if we can't notice a pattern. So we started off hot for the Ravens in this game. The run game was absolutely cooking, not just the running backs, but also Lamar on the ground. And before
that's all he do is run. Look at him.
These are two completely different teams in terms of style of football that they want to play, and it's always been that way since these two quarterbacks have gone at it. The Ravens want to run the ball down your throat, while the Chiefs might only run the ball 10 total times in the game. Regardless, Baltimore looked great to start off this game, and fans might have been getting a little bit too excited watching them take the lead.
Like, how did you lose? It's like, how did you lose? You got Derrick Henry running at a, like, second best. You got Derrick Henry, and you just extended him. And you just extended him, bro. And then look at your draft. You had a crazy draft, bro. If you can't win now, bro, you just not winning. Simple as that. I'm tired of Raven fans keep making excuses, bro. You know what I'm saying? You said you was going to win last year. You failed. See, one thing, at least we got an excuse. We had a sorry GM. We had a sorry GM, so we didn't have a good quarterback for dang near 12 years. At least you got a good quarterback. Now we do. But at least you had a good quarterback, bro. You know what I'm saying? At least you had a good quarterback. You had a top 5 quarterback in the league. You still can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? What can you say? What's your excuse?
Of course, this would not last. Mahomes had Kelsey to lean on during this game. DeMarcus Robinson made a spectacular catch in the end zone.
Oh my God.
Mecole Hardman was doing his part as well, stepping up huge. But on the opposite side of the ball, you had Lamar Jackson backpacking the team. Nobody was getting open in this game. He did everything he could in this one with his legs, and even made an unbelievable crossbody throw.
Look at this nigga. Who the freak you think he is?
But that didn't matter because Mahomes just simply outclassed him. You could try and blame it on the fact that Lamar had less weapons, but was that even really true in this game? Tyreek was hurt and didn't play in this one. So you had Mark Andrews, Hollywood Brown, and Willie Snead on the Ravens against Travis Kelce, Mecole Hardman, and Sammy on the Chiefs. I think you have to give this one to Mahomes, and it was simply an experience difference in my eyes. That one extra year that Mahomes had on Jackson made a huge difference.
Lamar ain't doing that, man. Lamar ain't throwing like that.
The year that Lamar won MVP. Fast forward now to week number 2.
The boy's a victim. He's a victim.
Season. Lamar would get the better of Mahomes here for the only time in his young career up to this point. And even though they won this game, there were still some glaring issues at hand. Jackson started off this game by throwing a pick 6, and then later in the game, he forced a throw into
look at him, y'all.
coverage.
That looked like that Bills game. That's what it looked like. Look at that Bill. Look at that jackass at work.
Throwing a pick 6, and then later in the game,
he
forced a throw into triple coverage.
That was a jackass.
Second interception. The difference here is that Mahomes made the smarter throws,
to the
smarter decisions overall.
Can I get some Krispy Kreme?
He didn't.
3-man rush.
Look at this, y'all.
This was a costly mistake for Mahomes, and one that he's not known for doing often. Lamar was once again carrying the Ravens with his legs.
That nigga just be running, bro. You remind me of Mildew.
To pull out this
bro, you remind me of Mildew, bro. No cap.
Still should have won this game at the end.
That's who Lamar remind me of, bro. Remind me of Mildew.
Mistake, fumbling the ball inside field goal range during the Chiefs' final drive that most likely would have won them.
Definitely remind me of Mildew.
Lamar winning this game meant a lot for him, though, and he played his heart out, so you got to give him a lot of credit. You could tell he made some.
You mean he ran his heart out?
Their first meeting in
he ran his heart out.
But Mahomes would get the last laugh in this situation. This most recent AFC championship in the 2023-24 season is a perfect example. It was far from pretty, but those quarterbacks were in a battle. Lamar was catching his own passes over here.
He gonna run his heart out.
Kelsey in the end zone back shoulder, but ultimately Zay Flowers played a huge role in the Ravens losing this game with the fumble on the goal line and the resulting penalty. But at the same time, he kept them in the game in the first place by getting open and having a long touchdown early on. Towards the end of the game, Lamar once again showed his inexperience in the big situation.
There we go. Thank you.
Forcing another pass into
look at him, y'all.
When they were driving.
Look at this nigga, bro.
And they had a solid chance at making this comeback and winning the game. That has been the main difference so far between Mahomes and Jackson.
Like, bro is terrible in the playoffs. He is terrible.
Big moments, and a lot of them. He steps up to deliver almost every single time, while Jackson just has not. I will say one thing though, when the Chiefs and Ravens play, it's almost always a good game, and there aren't many fights. You can't say the same about our next victim, Max Crosby and the Raiders. Crosby is the only player in this video that plays defense.
Did Max Crosby get extended? I ain't gonna lie, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna keep it G with you. You know what I'm saying? You sound forcing the Lamar hate. I'm not hating on Lamar. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm not hating on Lamar. I'm just really speaking facts. He's overrated in my opinion. You know, he's not a playoff. He's like a James Harden. You know what I mean? He's a regular seasoner. He goes crazy in the regular season. He's one of the best quarterbacks in history in the regular season. And then when he gets to the playoffs, he's a shell of himself. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said last year, and it proved me right. You know what I mean? He's a shell of himself, bro. You know what I mean? When he gets to the playoffs, he just frees up. And nigga not built for the moments, bro. He just not.
It might not seem like a big deal at the moment, but he
proves over and over again, bro.
Leverage over a team's overall success as an opposing quarterback might have. You can only do so much for the Raiders defense, and with all that being said, he is still Patrick Mahomes' main victim on this team. Let's pick it up with our first example, week number 10 of the 2021 season. I know I put Max Crosby on here, but this was an offensive masterclass by Mahomes that the entire Raiders defense just couldn't stop. To sum it up for you without playing the entire game, Tyreek Hill went crazy, and Travis Kelce was just being Travis Kelce.
Ain't gonna lie, bro. You should have stayed with the Chiefs, bro.
Darrell Williams, the running back at the time. And I wasn't kidding when I said the Chiefs don't like to run the ball earlier. This was a game that they were winning almost the entire time, and the starting running back still only had 11 carries. But he did catch 9 passes.
Look at that goal. Look at that goal that performed. Look at it, man.
And this play right here sums up the
Raiders. I'm saying Tom Brady doing this?
Perfect.
Tom Brady doing this?
The depressing part about the Raiders.
Tom Brady doing this? We serious?
This game was that they didn't even get
one sack. So when it comes to being a quarterback, you say Tom Brady better than this nigga, bro. You must be, bro. It's your opinion, bro. But I just don't understand how you can say that. Bro got multiple rings. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro got all the accolades, bro. He just ain't got enough rings. So niggas just say Pat Mahomes not better than Tom Brady just because of rings, bro. When it comes to QB play, he's more versatile than Tom Brady, a better thrower, bro. He's more of a complete quarterback than Tom Brady, and it's facts, bro.
There was just nothing they could do.
He's more of a threat than Tom Brady. You close the pocket on Tom Brady. Tom Brady, bro, he's sacked.
Now, that's pretty bad, right? But
Pat Mahomes can use his legs and do all type of crazy jumps.
Max Crosby woke up the beast in Mahomes, which was pretty funny looking back.
Let's stop acting like Brady didn't have a good team.
A 17-0 lead early in the second quarter, and you could tell the Chiefs weren't fully focused at that point in time, that the Raiders had a real chance of winning that game. But Mahomes turned on a switch, and that fight broke out after they came back to eventually take the lead late in the third quarter, 23-20. That turned into a meme pretty quickly once the fight was released as a part of the quarterback Netflix documentary, where you can see Mahomes saying,
"You're going crazy,
I'm here," over and over, while Andy Reid is trying to calm him down. By this point, it's too late, Andy. All right, you can't contain this man. He's going crazy out here. Mahomes finished that game off with 292 yards.
That nigga said it's like saying Jerry West better than Kyrie. What, nigga? You talking about? You comparing? We're talking about legends. We're talking about GOATs here. Jerry West and Kyrie is nowhere near in the GOAT discussion, bro. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, nowhere near.
4 touchdowns along with 0 interceptions.
Nigga said Jerry West
Crosby did
and Kyrie. We're talking about GOATs.
I have to give him that. 2 sacks and 4 total tackles. It wasn't enough to beat the Chiefs, though. And we have to classify Crosby as a victim here, because you can't trash talk Patrick Mahomes and then lose the game. You can't trash talk anybody like that and then lose the game. Now, the same can't be said about our next victim, Justin Herbert and the Chargers. Hold on. Justin Herbert's calling my phone right now. He wants to tell me something. Oh, he said to make sure you guys subscribe to Fantasy Phenoms. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Hey, man, continue with that video, boy.
The 2021 season,
don't piss me off.
Just cannot beat Mahomes for some reason. It's been known that if you watch the NFL on a regular basis, the Chargers just can't win close games. Since 2021, I would be shocked if the Chargers haven't lost the most amount of one-score games out of any team in the entire league, meaning they lost by a touchdown or less. That's a very painful trend to be a part of if you're a Chargers fan. And our first example in week 15 of the 2021 season perfectly captures that feeling. This game started out
What
just
happened
as
to that nigga?
heartbreaking as it ended for Chargers fans. They were at the 5-yard line on 3rd and goal. First, it was Mike
This nigga
Williams
right
who
here.
couldn't come up with the catch and get them into the end zone, and then Donald Parham had the ball in his hands on 4th down, only to smash his head off the ground, give himself a concussion, and drop the pass, turning the ball over on downs for them. This play right here, though, with about 30 seconds left, if this throw to Keenan Allen is not out of bounds, I think they win this game. If Justin Herbert gives Keenan Allen a shot to catch this ball, I believe he does, and they win this game. That is the story of every Justin Herbert game against the Chiefs. The chances are there, but the capitalization is not. And don't get me started on that defense. I mean, week 11 in the 2022
How was the
season,
Chargers draft?
are up 27-23.
Ain't gonna lie,
less than
Chargers
2
got Lad McConkey though. Ain't gonna lie, Lad McConkey, bro. That Justin Herbert, bro, and Lad McConkey duo, that's gonna be something special, man, for years to come. Best believe that. Best believe that, man. I didn't think Lad McConkey was gonna turn out to be this good, bro, in the NFL. But bro was really the best rookie wide receiver behind Brian Thomas Jr. and behind Malik Neighbors, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was the best rookie wide receiver, bro.
In the 2022 season, Chargers are up 27-23 with less than 2
Ain't gonna lie, he
minutes
was
left
top 3
in the
rookie.
game. Herbert is having a
Lad McConkey,
great
bro.
game. 2 passing touchdowns, 280 yards, and they have the lead for a good portion of these games. The ball just always ends up in Mahomes' hands towards the end with way too much time left, and the defense can't do anything about it. Then by the time Herbert has the ball back in his hands, there's less than
31
seconds, and he's asked
Got
to
3
do
timeouts.
something that very few quarterbacks can pull off consistently. It just so happens the guy he's going against does that extremely well and extremely often, to the point where it's almost expected. You're in a situation where you either get Justin Herbert or Patrick Mahomes in the clutch. Nobody's picking Justin Herbert right now. I don't care if you're the biggest Chargers fan in the world. There is just no way that you're picking Justin Herbert over Patrick Mahomes. Therefore, Justin
You said when the gaming channels start. You know what I'm saying? You know the biggest thing, right? You know my biggest pet peeve more than anything, you know what I mean, is you asking a question you already know the answer to. Negro, when I said I'ma start gaming. You know when I said I'ma start gaming. You just want me to say it again. That is a biggest pet peeve of mine. You asking a question when you know the answer. You know what I'm saying? Boy.
Herbert is victim number 3. And I could move on to Mahomes' biggest victim right now. But first, I want to give an honorable mention to the entire Denver Broncos team, because Mahomes has a record of 12-1 against them throughout his career. That one loss just happened the last time they met, too, so the tide could be turning here, but I highly doubt it. By far, in my eyes, the biggest victim...
Ain't gonna lie, the Broncos hard this year, though, bro. I ain't gonna care. You know what I'm saying? The Broncos is hard, bro. I'm gonna keep it G with you. You know what I'm saying? The Broncos is definitely nice this year, bro, so... I ain't gonna lie. I see the Broncos making a huge push, bro. No lie. I ain't gonna lie.
Mahomes is none other than Josh
I'm not gonna lie.
Allen in the Bills. And it's in the worst way possible every single
Nigga, you
time.
always losing to Pat Mahomes when it's close. Like, it be pissing me to freak off. Nigga, you be this close, nigga. You always... It don't even be Josh Allen. I don't know what the freak it is, bro. You just cannot beat this nigga.
Knocking them out of the playoffs. Josh Allen, as you probably know, if you watch football,
You said
regularly,
Broncos not scary? You know what I'm saying? Broncos not scary. Bro, did you see they offseason? Did you see who they added, bro? You know what I'm saying? You talking about they not scary, bro? Did you see, like, the offseason that they had, bro? Yeah. Tell me you're casual, tell me you're casual.
is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. There's no denying that. The reason you don't hear people making the argument that Josh Allen is better than Mahomes is that he can't beat him in the playoffs, plain and simple. Let's start with the AFC Championship.
Yeah, you gotta beat Mahomes one day,
The Bills
bro. I
started
ain't gonna lie,
off this
Josh,
game
bro.
hot, but then they fell
Literally be playing.
completely flat after their 9-0 start. in
Like,
the
bro, you
first
gotta
quarter.
beat 'em, bro.
They were getting into field goal range, just kept having to settle for 3 points instead of 6, which was a huge problem at the end of the day for them. On the other side of the ball, Mahomes and the Chiefs were doing the exact opposite, cashing in on their opportunities, at least coming away with some points almost every single time down the field.
Look who he's working with.
25 passing yards and 3 touchdowns for Mahomes compared to Allen's 287 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. To keep it a buck with you guys, this game was never
See this
really too
nigga?
close.
Have we ever seen Tom Brady do this?
1 interception. To keep it a
Look at
buck
this.
with you guys, this game...
Man, like, bro, I told y'all, bro. other than Travis Kelce, he has no other superstar wide receiver. No other superstar wide receiver, bro, at all.
Game was never really too close, and it didn't feel
Do you
close.
see who these boy? Do you see who this boy win rings with?
Of the game. This was certainly not the case, though, the next time that these two teams met in the playoffs.
Rex, you're 59 years old. Have you ever seen anything like that?
No, and I've been a fan of this game forever and coached it for 30 years. Never, ever in my life have I seen a better game.
January 23rd, 2022.
I say Pat Mahomes is the Jordan.
Set the tone.
He's the Jordan
point in time.
Of the NFL. I say Tom Brady is the LeBron.
Incredible game. Gabe Davis played an incredible
game. I say Tom Brady like the Kobe.
But at the end of the day,
Tom Brady
all that really matters is who came out on top. The Chiefs got the ball in overtime first, and Bills fans were outraged about how this game ended up playing out.
Nigga crying?
The rule change where
Nigga's pathetic. Nigga's crying. Look at him.
We're outraged about how this game ended up.
But it is Buffalo,
this
so
game sparked the rule change where both teams now get to touch the ball in overtime in the playoffs. Mahomes finished that game with 378 yards, 4 total touchdowns, and 0 turnovers. We're talking about a guy here that knows how to take care of the football in the clutch extremely well. Now, this most recent divisional round match.
Y'all heard what that say? Y'all see what that say right now?
Ball in the clutch.
First player to win NFL MVP and Super Bowl in same season since 1999. Tom Brady never did that. First player to win NFL MVP and Super Bowl in the same season since 1999. The greatest quarterback that y'all call Tom Brady never did that.
Extremely well. Now, this most recent divisional round matchup in 2024 between the two was yet another chance for Allen and the Bills to take down Mahomes. Lucky number 3, at least you would hope. And I got to give the Bills some major credit here. They were sticking around with the lead, even though this was probably the best Chiefs team defensively that we have seen over the past couple of seasons. I mean, the Chiefs would always outscore you with their offense in the past, but this season was a bit different. I know Mahomes has really turned it up in the postseason so far. Just a couple of weeks ago, though, the defense was carrying this team hard. So for Allen to be leading the Bills out there was definitely promising to see. The main reason Mahomes was so good in this game, though, was his usage of scrambling. Specifically,
that's what I be saying. Look,
defender.
Look at Tom Brady doing this.
Look, 30 or so yards.
That's what makes him so much dangerous.
Are extremely
he is versatile, bro.
Not anybody can do it. Josh Allen, however, was not done though. He was not ready to let Mahomes take
rings and all that, bro,
from under his belt.
My man got multiple rings too, bro.
24 to
rings is not an individual stat line. It's a team stat line. People are always trying to talk about how Brady beat Mahomes, like Brady ain't have the better team. You know what I'm saying? Brady had the better team. Brady always had a stacked team. No cap. You know what I'm saying? So, team's not an individual thing, bro. He got rings. We can debate about it.
And it was looking like this would finally be the year where
Pat a better passer than me too.
Mahomes.
A better passer, and Pat's not a cheater.
Later, when Isaiah Pacheco scored. Now the Bills are in a break situation here. 5.5 minutes on the clock.
Why are you taking up for a cheater? I don't understand.
A huge mistake that almost cost the Bills this game. Thankfully, they got another chance and made
Pat never cheated. Tom Brady did.
Let me just remind you up to this point, Mahomes once again doesn't have a turnover.
This nigga said, so Josh Allen better than Tom Brady. Bro, what are you talking about? I'm talking about Pat Mahomes and Tom Brady. What are you even talking about, bro? Where Josh Allen even come up, bro? So Josh Allen says, oh, Josh Allen better than Tom Brady. Bro, shut the freak up, bro.
On the biggest stages of the
Thank you for changing your name, you jackass.
Hasn't turned the ball over either in this one. Finally playing the game that every Bills fan needed him to up to this point. It's 27-24.
See, look, that's a speculation. Mahomes cheats with refs' help. That's a speculation that people run around with. That's a speculation. Tom Brady actually got caught cheating. That's not a speculation. That's actually proven facts. That's just a speculation right there. You know what I mean? The refs this, the refs that. How's that on Pat? How's that on Pat? Because the refs be cheating and this and that and third, as y'all say. That's the refs. If you got any energy, have that towards the refs. You know what I'm saying? But but Pat Mahomes didn't cheat. He don't got that on his name.
And Tyler Bass is about to tie the game.
He don't deflate balls. He don't spy on other teams.
No, he doesn't make it.
Even when Josh Allen does everything right, Mahomes still comes out with the win. Now, people are going to have many different things to say. The penalties, the no calls, whatever the case might be, Mahomes just cannot be beat consistently on the biggest stages. So it begs the huge question, will the 49ers become Mahomes' next victim, or do they finally beat him?
Yeah, this was made.
Most?
This was definitely made long time ago. You know what I'm saying? But nah, though, we're done, chat. We're done with the stream, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this was definitely made. But yeah, he's a victim too. Brock Purdy's a victim too. You know what I mean? But nah, though, man. I appreciate everybody for joining the stream, man. It was a good stream today, man. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, bro, you know, Jay Willie Silly sped. You know what I'm saying? Honestly. Let's go and ban him. I seen you been trying to get my attention the whole stream. I've been ignoring you, but you know what I mean? I guess you want my attention. So I'll go and ban you. You know what I'm saying? Go and ban that nigga right quick before we get off stream. You know what I'm saying? So I guess he wanted my freaking attention. So I just gave him that attention. You know what I'm saying? Hey, cool kid, watch your mouth. Cool kid West 21, watch your mouth, bro. You know what I'm saying? We ain't cussing up in here. You know what I'm saying? Watch your dang mouth. You know what I mean? Now, if I didn't want to go in this stream, I probably would have got you up out of here. You know what I mean? Watch your freaking mouth, boy. You know what I'm saying?